Hi there, guys. Luis from Vintage Action. I hope you guys are all well. And today, guys, I'm going to be talking to you about these two cult classics directed by John Carpenter and starring Kurt Russell: Escape from New York from 1981 and Escape from LA from 1996. And here, guys, is like both are like collector's editions from the UK, great collector's editions, and I'm going to be talking about these two, about the movies, and I'm going to show you what's inside of on this both of these like collector's editions, really cool, nice ones. And first, I'm going to put this away, and first I'm going to be talking you guys about this one, Escape from New York, this cult classic from 1981, and for a lot of people, one of people's favorites. When it comes to action movies from the 80s, this one is like a post-apocalyptic, like sci-fi action movie from beginning of the 80s, that of course is directed by John Carpenter, the master of like horror, even though this one is an action movie, Escape from LA. I consider it like an action sci-fi post-apocalyptic, is an action movie basically. And for a lot of people it's like a must when it comes to the 80s. And it was like a low budget movie, like 6 million like dollars, and it went to get like 50 million on the box office. On the box office was like super profitable, and it was like huge on VHS like market, like through the 80s and the 90s. And the first time I watched this one was beginning of the 90s, so I'm from 85, so I grew up in the 90s, watching this one. And then I remember going to the movies to watch like the sequel, the Escape from LA. And this one, guys, I'm going to show you this release from Studio Canal. It was released in this one was released in 2018 by Studio Canal. In the UK, because in the US, guys, this one was released by Shout Factory in 22. So, but basically the release from Shout Factory, they used the transfer and all the special features from Studio Canal, because Studio Canal, they are the ones that have the rights. They hold the rights worldwide to Escape from New York. So Shout just used the same transfer from Studio Canal and the same extra features. And this one, guys, is like the famous Snake Plissken. It's like iconic. Who doesn't know, like Kurt Russell and Snake Plissken. An iconic character from the 80s. Basically, I'm not going to be here, guys, talking a lot about the movie, because if you are big fans of the 80s and the 90s, I'm sure you watch this one. But basically, it's a ex-soldier turned like a convict and sent to New York, to Manhattan, right, to a maximum security prison, where he needs to rescue the president, that is played by Donald Pleasance, that is like an iconic actor, English iconic actor that you might know from Halloween, a lot of the Halloween movies, the first, the second one, Prince of Darkness, and a lot of horror movies and action movies. He did like River of Death with Michael Dudikoff as well. So, and this one, guys, this transfer is really amazing. Just the picture quality. The transfer they did to this one, especially being a movie from beginning of the 80s, it's something else. Is really spectacular. And even because the setup in New York and everything, the night scenes, looks amazing on 4K, especially these like old movies from the 80s and the 90s. Just the scenery looks amazing on 4K, because this one, even though supposedly is supposed to be New York, this one was filmed in Illinois, St. Louis, Illinois. So they didn't actually film it like in New York. But this one, and now, guys, I'm going to be talking you about the special features of this one. This one, guys, is like a UK release. If you guys are in the UK, this one is out of print. This one is the collector's edition, so it's out of print. You can still get the standard release that basically is like the slipcover. It costs roughly between 15-20 pounds, and it comes with 3 discs. The 4K disc, that is the main menu behind me, as you can see. You have the disc, the Blu-ray disc that contains all the extras. Um, and you have like you have like 3 discs actually. The one with the feature film, that is this one. You have a Blu-ray disc that contains the film on Blu-ray, and then you have an extra disc that comes with all the extras. So basically, the standard release of this one in UK, that you can still get it like everywhere, like Amazon, HMV, Zavi, they are still selling it, is like 3 discs. The main movie on 4K, the main movie on Blu-ray, and the third disc is like the extras. But this one here, guys, is the collector's edition. As you can see, this cool, amazing collector's edition by Studio Canal that was released in 2018. And this one, as you can see, guys, is loaded of extras. I mean, and all these extras that you can see here. If you guys are from US, you can get all of this in the release by Shout Factory, Scream Factory. They released this one in 2022, and they use all the special features and the transfer that was made by Studio Canal. Right, and it was first released here in the UK, and it was released some places in France as well, Germany. But like this collector's edition is like exclusive here to the UK, and this is basically like a DG book, as you can see here, like Snake, the iconic Snake smoking a cigarette, and open this one. And this one, the only difference, this one contains 4 discs. Here, as you can see, it's a cool picture. All of them is cool artwork. Here is the 4K disc that contains this artwork. So this is the 4K disc. Here is like the Blu-ray disc, the one with extras. And the only difference from this one to the standard release is this one contains the soundtrack of the movie. This is really cool. As you can see, you have the soundtrack, and you have like a 4 disc set, and this is like let me show you guys, like a DG book that usually they do a lot, like as you can see here, Kurt Russell here in the picture, and Adrienne Barbeau as well, that she's in a lot of like John Carpenter's movies like The Fog and many others. So this is the cool like DG pack. And this one comes with a really cool booklet, as you can see here, booklet, collector's edition by Studio Canal, a really good quality, like a booklet. This one is like 47 pages, and you have a lot of pictures, artwork, posters from all over the world. France, this is the original poster. This one is the artwork that the Scream Factory used for their release. It's like I think 3 disc release as well. They have like also a collector's edition like Scream Factory. So guys, if you live in US, I mean, if you are big fans and if you could get your hands to this one, I know there is people selling it on eBay, but for crazy expensive prices. But if you could get your hands to this one, it's an amazing release. This really cool, like as you can see, slipcover, big box, and the digibook with 4 discs that contains the soundtrack. You have this amazing booklet, and you have a lot of like behind the scenes, like pictures, like a lot of information about the movie. As you can see here, like really nice cool pictures. And of course you have like Lee Van Cleef of this one, from The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, as well from The Octagon with Chuck Norris, another iconic actor. As you can see here, a lot of behind the scenes, like pictures and information about the movie. They have biographies, they have information, production story, you have like storyboards here as well. This is almost like 50-page like booklet, as you can see, a lot of information. I mean, for me, guys, this one is the ultimate release when it comes to Escape from New York, because this one was after this one there cannot be another like release better than this one. The amount of extras and the booklet, the poster, the postcards that I'm going to show in a second. This is by far the best release. So here in UK we are lucky we got this release. You guys in US, you got the release by Scream Factory, so they use all the extras and the same like transfer. So you guys are good. Of course, if you are big fans, you can always get this one to get the booklet, the poster, and the amazing artwork they use for this one. As you can see, the booklet is really cool. There's a lot of information about the movie, and as you can see, a lot of cool pictures. And of course, guys, this is the artwork they use for this release by Studio Canal. And for me, this artwork is amazing. Scream Factory, they use the original poster. Nothing wrong. You can never go wrong with the original poster. But this artwork is really, really cool. And then, look, you have like the postcards as well. As you can see here, look, nice postcards from the movie. As you can see here, and really big ones, as you can see, is like a real proper like postcards. And then you have also this like cool amazing poster from Escape from New York. Let me just show you guys. This is the cool, look at this nice poster here, like you can see the logos from Studio Canal and Embassy Pictures. At the time they were the ones releasing this one. They released a lot of especially horror movies in the 80s, like The Howling. They released some like cult classics in the 80s. Embassy Picture, and then eventually they went bankruptcy, and a lot of the big studios like got their hands to their movies, like Studio Canal got their hands to this one. But Embassy Pictures, they released a lot of cult classics back in the especially back in the 80s, beginning of the 90s. So like I told you guys, if you are in the UK, you can still get your hands to the standard release. It comes with the 3 discs, and it's loaded with special features. So basically you have like Purgatory, entering John Carpenter's Escape from New York, Snake Plissken, Man of Honor, deleted opening sequence, that one is amazing, Snake's Crime with optional audio commentary, photo gallery including behind the scenes original trailers, Big Challenges in Little Manhattan, visual effects featurette, I'm Taylor interview with actor Joe Hunger, audio commentary with actor Kurt Russell and director John Carpenter, audio commentary with producer Deborah Hill and production designer Joe Alves, audio commentary with actor Adrian Barbeau and director of photography Dean Candy. So basically this is loaded with special features. So this one is auto print, you can get it on eBay, it's super expensive. If you want to get the regular release, 15-20 pounds. If you are in the US, you still can get the standard release as well from Scream Factory. And last year there was a steelbook that was like a release by Scream Factory. It's all the same extras, the same transfer, but a new steelbook with a new artwork. So guys, for me this one is the ultimate edition of like Escape from New York when it comes to the artwork, the poster, the booklet, the packaging, and it comes with the extras as well. And fortunately we were lucky here in the UK, and you guys in US were lucky as well, because Scream Factory put this one with all the extras from this original release. They were the first ones releasing it. So guys, I'm going to talk to you now about the sequel, Escape from LA. 15 years after, Kurt Russell is back, and John Carpenter is back directing this one. He wrote the first one, he wrote the second one. This one is the collector's edition that was released in 22. here in the UK by Paramount, and it was released in 22 as well in the US. I'm 90 almost 100% sure that you guys didn't get the collector's edition, just the standard release, and here we have like this collector's edition and the standard release. I mean, collector's edition when it comes to the packaging, because there is one thing that is like I didn't like it much, and a film like this one, and you have the first one full of extras, and Paramount, they didn't care much about it, because like literally this one comes with no extras whatsoever. Basically just a trailer and that's it, unfortunately, because this one was released in 2008 in US on Blu-ray, and then the Shout Factory released this one in 15, in May 15. They released this one on Blu-ray. It came with some like some special features, not a lot of special features, just like a few. Basically, the Blu-ray from Paramount was like in 2000, around 2013, that it was like released. And then Shout Factory, I think it was 2019, 2020. Yeah, 2019, 2020. Shout Factory released this one on Blu-ray, and it came with some special features, not a lot, just like an interview with Peter Jason and the other French actor that is in a movie, George Coraface, if I'm not pronouncing it wrong, Coraface, I think is the way you pronounce it, and then the visual effects from David Jones. So basically, those were like the extras from the release from Shout Factory, that the Blu-ray that it was released for you guys in the US, and then Paramount 2 years after put the 4K, but without any extras, so they didn't use the extras that Shout Factory, Scream Factory put. So it was not a lot as well if you compare to the first one. The first one is loaded with extras. You have like everyone there talking about the movie, like audio commentaries, interviews, deleted scenes, a movie from 1981, and you would expect a movie from 96 that you have like loads of features, but unfortunately we didn't get that, so that's unfortunate. And this one is another cult classic. I mean, some people say it is like a bit cheesy and over the top, but for me, I mean, I really like this one, like the first. There are really cool it's a lot of entertainment in both of these movies. They are entertaining. I like both. You have action, you have comedy as well. You have Steve Buscemi on this one. You have Pam Grier as well. You have Bruce Campbell as well. It's like a cameo. It's not a lot in the movie, so it's just like a few scenes. You have Peter Fonda, and at the end of the movie, there. You have like a cameo as well by Jeffy Mada and Leo Lee. If you are like big fans of action martial art movies, you know Leo Lee is, and Al Young, and Jeffy Mada, because he choreographed a lot of like martial arts action movies. I mean, he did the fight choreograph as well for the They Live from John Carpenter with Roddy Piper and Keith David as well. So they do a cameo like just like end of the movie, you see like Jeffy Mada, Leo Lee, and Al Young at the end of the movie. So a great cast as well. Kurt Russell is back 15 years after the original, and the premise, I mean, the plot basically, I mean, he was called from he got a call from the government to recover a potential like doomsday like device. So when he needs to rescue, find the device and rescue the daughter of like the president. Basically, that's the premise. Instead of New York, is L.A. I know that a lot of friends my friends and all the people that I talk with, they prefer the first one without a doubt, right? So, and that's the thing. The first one on a 6 million budget, profit like 50 million on the box office, and this one on a 50 million budget, got roughly 40 something million, that grossed on that gross on the box office, right? So basically it was not like a huge success if you compare to the first one, right? But still has like had like a cult following. It was like successful then in the VHS DVD era. So because this one is from 96, it was released on VHS and straight away on DVD, because DVD, you know, it was launched in 97, 98, right? So I like it, but some people might say it's cheesy, it's not as like you know, like a proper like action, you know, like the first one. That the first one is like super iconic. Yeah, I would say that I'll prefer the first one. I like the first one better, but I like this one as well. Like I told you guys, it's like action. It can be a little bit cheesy, but it's funny at the same time. There is some comedy in the movie, some nice. It's a little bit goofy sometimes, but it's really cool. Nice movie, and in the movie it was in the making for more than 10 years, because they was supposed to do the sequel like end of the 80s. That and Kurt Russell always like said that. This one was one of his favorite roles to play, like the first like Escape from New York, and he always had that desire to do the sequel, and it was in the making for many years, but eventually only 15 years after the original, they made the sequel to Escape from New York, and for me it's still like a solid like sequel, not as good as the first one. Obviously, I'm not going to say that, but still there's like some nice action scenes. The scenery is really good as well. The action scenes, the scenery on LA. You have like Steve Buscemi, like Pam Grier, Bruce Campbell. You have a nice cast as well to this one, and the special effects are a little bit better because it's 15 years after, even though it's like not the 2000s. But and here, guys, let me just show you. This is the release from the UK. As you can see, there's no extras, but this is a nice, cool, see, with awkward opening usually. Now, as you can see here, this is the slipcover, the original poster. So Paramount didn't, usually they don't like gamble with that, so they put the original artwork here, like Kurt Russell surfing, and the original artwork. And this is kind of like a digipack as well, like the first one, the one that Studio Canal did. Like Paramount basically did the same. So let me just show you guys. It's open here, like some seen some pictures from the, and now it's like some stuff here I'm going to show you. And here you have, this one comes with 2 discs. So basically you have the 4K disc and you have the Blu-ray disc. And the only thing when it comes to the extras is like a trailer, literally a trailer and nothing else. No audio commentary, no interviews, no behind the scenes, no one talking about the movie. It's unfortunate. In even the release by the Blu-ray release by Shout Factory is not many like extras, and the people that came to talk about the movie are not like the main guys, Steve Buscemi or Pam Grier or like Kurt Russell or John Carpenter. So as you can see here is like the back of the digibook, and this one is cool, comes with nice extras as well. It's a cool sticker, as you can see here, from the movie, the United States Police Force, and you would know what is this about if you're a big fan of this one. And the postcards a little bit like smaller if you compare to the size, the ones from Studio Canal. This one are like smaller, like way smaller postcards, but really cool ones. As you can see here, John Carpenter, that iconic like scene, him, Kurt Russell, and this is like the postcards, and it's a nice cool poster as well. So basically it's a reversible poster. you have this one here with the shotgun, Kurt Russell, and then you have this bluish that is like they used for the Blu-ray. Paramount, when it was released by Paramount on Blu-ray, they use more this bluish. Basically, it's the same, but more bluish, and the other one is like more like yellow, orange. So this is a nice. When it comes to the packaging, guys, it's really cool. I mean, you can like frame both posters from these two cult classics. The only thing missing, really, I think, is like the when it comes to the special features. I mean, they should have done like Paramount. They should have give a little bit more like put a little bit more effort when it comes to this one. Put some nice like special features. I think this movie deserved, even though it's not on the same level as like Escape from New York. It's a movie that deserves like a little bit more like credit and attention from Paramount. But yeah, guys, I hope you have like enjoyed this like review and little unboxing. Just show you guys these cool special features and all these perks that comes with this collector's edition. And this one, guys, if you are in the UK, you can still get this one. It's between 10-15 pounds. The standard release, you can still find that pretty much Amazon, Zavi, HMV. The collector's edition is out of print, so you can find that on eBay, crazy prices as well. But the standard release, you can still find that pretty much everywhere, and it's not expensive. So pretty much you can get your hands to both releases. The Escape from New York and these ones. The standard releases, you can still get it pretty much everywhere here in the UK. But the collector's edition is out of print. In US, you guys have also this slipcover one that probably Paramount released this one here and release in the US as well. I think we just got lucky, got this collector's edition with these perks, the poster and the postcards. And yeah, guys, I hope you have enjoyed this like review. And don't forget to, if you are not like you don't subscribe, you don't follow my channel, please do. It's the way that you're showing your support to my channel, and I can continue doing this like unboxing and reviews of these like 80s and 90s action martial arts, like cult classics, especially from the 80s and the 90s, that we grew up watching, people that grew up in that era, 80s and 90s. So hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. And like always, guys, I'll be here with you guys reviewing, unboxing, showing you these cult classics from the 80s and the 90s that you all love and enjoyed growing up. And I'll see you guys soon. Keep strong.